Ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess.
All right, Coach. So after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike 50.
Hey, foxtrot.
Wrap.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you got
touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Right there, 56. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey, wahoo! Express.
56.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now, ladies.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Raiders.
Monday, down. Ladies.
Record. Check 24.
Tight guard.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, he gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
You're mine.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
52's a Mike. Watch Mike. They can't hang with us. Hey, Mike 52.
6-18.
Situation. Let's go. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Stay with your man. Check 37.
Way to run.
Check 50.
Now Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. 1st and 10. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Back-to-back running plays, putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Raiders first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56. Check 56. We got it, we got it. Out. You're mine. 36. Right down. 99. Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Mike 56. Mike 56. All day, baby, all day. Check 52. Switch it. Come on, see.
throwing his car on third down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Isaac Rochelle in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, fellas.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
2nd and 11. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Alpha.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check, move it down.
Throwing now is Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
56.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. 56. Let's get up.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Express. 93. 93.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Carr. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
93.
Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Isaac Rochelle able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
First down. First
Ready?
and 10
10
at
logo.
the 44-yard line.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Joker, 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 Joker.
80 weapon. Fire.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check, check. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again. Herbert. That's complete. It's Andy Jones. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
7.
Watch out.
6-6. Pull it high. 6-7. 6-7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. Bravo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 5.
You better bring it. Mike's 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Head up.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
54. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Smooth.
Get that ball. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Man, that's trash. That's
Snap.
To throw again. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen, the intended receiver.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Here's second and 8. Caught by Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike, go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Matt Judon in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Look at me, zipper.
On
the ball. On fire.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, Jet, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's got Allen. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Check 31.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the whip.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's King. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they will. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
694. Go.
Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Sue.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A gain of 7. First down, Raiders.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, alert 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, watch it. Express. Kill. 29. Silver.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Check Mike.
To throw his Carr. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile.
52. Mike 52. Express.
Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Haywood. Go. Look at me. Sure. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now, he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. On first down, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Denzel Perryman in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To try again after the sack. Carr. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
X3, 218, top.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Any weapons?
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
552. 6-man. 618. Check curls, check.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now a toss running left, Eckler.
Under 10. Under 10.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Carr, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
734. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike. Yeah. Express. 44's to Mike.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they tried to go for it for Pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that